Welcome back. We all know that there are certain foods that are better for us than others, but do you know what power foods are? Well, here to tell us more about it, we welcome Debbie Carr of Weight Watchers. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
We know so many people have set those New Year's resolutions, and as we wrap up the first month into the new year, there are a lot of pitfalls that folks fall into when they're trying to lose weight, and feeling hungry all the time if you've cut back on your calories is one of them. Power foods can kind of counter that, right?
Yes, we have our new program we just come out with in November, Points Plus, and one of the main parts of it is power foods. They fill us up and they stay with us longer.
And so these are things you should certainly try to incorporate in your diet if you're trying to look at losing weight. And you brought some great examples of some of those things.
Yes, it doesn't just have to be fresh food. You can get the vegetables and things in your freezer. Apples and bananas, fruits now are 0 points for all of our members. We're all thrilled about that. And the beans and the lean protein and these types of things that stay with us longer.
And in addition to things you might just grab or snack on, you've brought some examples of some recipes that can incorporate a lot of these power foods into them, right?
Yes. The lean beef, lean chicken, and those types of things are protein. The protein-based foods are a little bit lower in points value, so we get to eat a little more. The things that are carbohydrates are a little higher, so we're kind of staying away from those. But the power foods assign to each thing in the category that is the best points value.
And in addition to not feeling hungrier sooner, I'm guessing it probably fills you up so you're not tempted to keep as many servings on your plate, right?
Yes. Well, we've all done starvation diets, and you last about 2 days, and then you're ready to gnaw your fingers off. So if you're able to stay full and satisfied, you can stay with it longer, plus you learn good behaviors, and you can stick with it after you lose the weight.
And as you've mentioned, I mean, some of these things you've got canned items, frozen foods that if you're looking at budget items, there's still things you can work in. All the healthy food does not always have to be expensive.
It doesn't always have to be the fresh produce. That's the best, but it doesn't have to be, especially in the wintertime. A lot of the frozen vegetables, you can get frozen fruits and a lot of those types of things. And you can bulk up your meals.
Well, if you're interested, we have the chili recipe. That's on our website under the health section of WTVQ.com. Just look for that if you want to get details on that and adding the protein into your meals. And you mentioned the Points Plus. Tell us what that is and how it's different from the traditional point system. You see here an example with this graphic of points that show you what you're really getting for the same amount of calories.
Both of these are the same amount of calories, but the croissant is going to be more points than the ham and the eggs and the toast, because you've got your protein. So Points Plus really steers us away from, it gives us better choices, and it kind of pushes us toward making better choices. We now do protein, fat, fiber, and carbohydrates. Goes into the calculation of how the points values for foods.
Wonderful. Well, when you see it laid out like that, certainly makes you think twice about your choices. Either fill up the plate or get one little thing there and see the difference in what it means for your health and calories. Well, thank you so much, Debbie, for being with us.
Thank you.
And again, if you'd like to get the recipe for the chili, that is on our website in the health section of WTVQ.com. I can't think of anything better than a warm bowl of chili with this forecast that we have. So you may need to download that recipe. Meteorologist Mary Wasson has a preview.
That's right. It sounds really good. We do have winter storm watch out across central and eastern Kentucky, pretty much meaning by this time tomorrow we'll see several inches of snow on the ground. I'll detail that full forecast coming right up after the break.